Hello everyone, my name is Claire Yoler. I'm a senior majoring in public relations at the University of Rhode Island, and I want to welcome you and thank you for coming to today's event to hear me speak on an important and relevant topic. As we know, the COVID-19 virus has changed the education system forever. COVID-19 has closed most, if not all, schools, and because of this, schools have turned to online learning. They use apps like Zoom and Google instead of face-to-face learning. Although online learning may be the more popular option for right now, I believe that in-person classes have more benefits for the students overall. As a senior at the university, I've experienced both in-person and online classes, and I can say I did better in my in-person classes. I had more of a connection with my professor and my classmates, and I just overall enjoyed the experience more. Online learning has a lack of interpersonal skill practice. Most students are hands-on learners and need to bounce off other students' ideas in a real classroom response time. One of the most beneficial means of physically being in a classroom is the response time that a student receives from an actual person, such as a professor or a classmate. During face-to-face learning, a person's questions will get an immediate answer versus where online learning you might have a technology issue or you just don't understand their tone and some things get misconstrued. You can access more information and a richer understanding of the material through the teachers and the other students' body language and their tone of voice, where you don't get that as much in an online learning setting. Seth Hughes, a writer for Owlcation, talks about the convenience of online school, and he says, while this convenience is nice, it lacks the interactive elements of traditional classrooms that help students develop crucial interpersonal skills for future jobs and career. Overall, it's just an impersonal way to learn. In addition to interpersonal skills, another skill for the future that in-person learning offers is to learn good time management. Online learning requires hefty time management skills, which some students have just not developed yet. In-person learning is more structured and guided, therefore it gives the student the opportunity to grow these skills, whereas online schools expects you to already have these skills set. Attending classes in person also creates a disciplined, structured student, and by adding a class schedule, this trains the student for real-world situations such as a 9-to-5 job or whatever their career path may be. Online learning is another disadvantage because it creates a carefree, lazy, and distracted environment. You could be at home learning or you could be in a very distracted environment learning, and one can't possibly prepare a person for a job, a profession, or a career in this type of setting. Not only is transitioning to online school hard on the students, it is also hard on the parents of the students. Online school is just as hard on parents as it is on students, I've learned over the year. Online school can be hard on working parents who can't be at home with their young children. For example, my neighbor across the street had to quit her job as a dental hygienist to stay at home with her 8-year-old and her 6-year-old who need to be on Zoom all day and they need a parent supervising it. Another personal example is I go to college and my parents still pay full tuition, but I don't even get to go to the university and practice there, which is kind of a bummer as a senior, but it's what we have to do. Madeline Gaeta, who writes for the Students for Social Change, says many families struggled to support their children in a remote learning this past spring, leading parents to worry about what their children's future might look like and their future education, what is it going to be, and parents of younger students were challenged by balancing work from home while acting as teachers at the same time, like I was saying before. Although online school has its disadvantages, it's not all bad. It can be beneficial for students who suffer from social anxiety or disorders like that. They may be more comfortable practicing school at home rather than in person. They might get very overwhelmed. And I do have some friends who like being at home because they're able to schedule their own time and be good at time management, but it's not like that for most people. And based on the recent research, face-to-face school is better than online. The CDC did acknowledge the fact that in-person schooling would be best beneficial for the students' social and mental health, but the physical health of their communities could be compromised depending on the opening circumstances. For right now, it's just going to be online. In conclusion, I believe in-person learning is more beneficial than online learning due to the real-world skills that are taught in the classroom. There is a clear lack of motivation that goes hand in hand with school being online. And although technology has helped us tremendously, I'm wondering, is it right to completely neglect and throw away the traditional practices that we always use? I urge you to further your education on the topic and make a stand for what you think is right for you and the people that you surround. I want to thank you for coming in today. I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, and keep up the learning. Thank you.